for another events update, the weekly thing we do every Monday while drinking coffee, or if you're on the other side of the Pacific Ocean, sorry, Atlantic Ocean, you know, I have 50% chance of getting it right. On the other side, Atlantic Ocean, then you're having happy hour time. So, welcome if you're joining in. We've got Curtis Pogue, a familiar face around these parts, because we've got a Transportation After Dark event going on this week. And what we like to do is bring on people to talk about events things. And, everyone else was booked this week, so we got Curtis. I mean, Curtis, it's great to have you here speaking with us. I
I
don't
feel
see
the
enough
love.
of you.
I feel that. I feel the love. There was nobody else available. I know. Let's drag Curtis on.
Hey, it's that friend that you call when you're in a pinch.
You know what? Always
That's
here. Consistent, I think, is what that term I hear.
stick with itness, or
Yeah. Yeah.
what
Stick
is
to
the
it.
stick
Yeah.
to itiveness? That's the Curtis word. All right, so folks, let's get going. We are going to just cover some of the events that are going this week. And funny enough, we actually have a Supply Chaney website outage at the moment, so we cannot get to the actual calendar of events there. So we have planned a fun little field trip with you all to show you all how we would go ask AI. Curtis being Team Claude, and I'm Team ChatGPT. So we're going to do a prompt, and we're going to see what we can go find on the internets with our AI bots as far as events going on this week. You want to do a quick
Now I
intro
have
of
to.
yourself,
I have
Curtis?
to interject. I have
Go.
to interject. This is only when you're in a pinch because the real source of truth is on the Supply Chaney website.
When
Vetted,
it is
confirmed when it's working. Right.
not down. Yes,
When
very
it's
true.
not down.
All
Because
right. So
AI uses the supply chain website to be able to formulate answers. So
we do pop up in like search results for sure. Um,
absolutely.
Before we go further, speaking of AI, a quick shout out to our calendar of events sponsor at the moment, which is Quick Code AI. They're one of our AMP partners. They do all that AI stuff for the trade compliance and imports and exports and trade community, basically. If you ever do anything with supply chain, you will see Quick Code's information pop up. They're doing cool stuff. So if that is a space that you care about, we would encourage you to go check out Quick Code.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm going to add into that, right? I've had the opportunity to be able to work with them in the capacity of like, the environment's always changing. And I mean, even just, last week, all of a sudden, we're putting more tariffs on Canada, right? I mean, there's just this constant evolving machine that the cool thing about Quick Code is that you get up to date information, right? And so
Yeah.
definitely when you're dealing with compliance, it's kind of important.
Yeah. I always think that the compliance people are like some of the smartest people in the room because
Yeah.
it is so stinking complex of a job
Yeah, and
of
just always
doing all
changing,
that.
right? And what's
Yeah.
crazy is that like it's truly moved from the years that we've been in industry where it was just this like back office function, right? It was very stable, consistent. You had here's how it is. This is the way it's always been. And man, I mean, just in the last couple of years, how much volatility and turmoil has occurred in this space, right? And it's really
Yeah.
moved into a more of a strategic position in businesses,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool. I mean, it's cool because right as a vertical of supply chain management, right? It's cool that it gets the credit that it deserves.
All right. Shout out to Quick Code. All right. Let's move along for what's going on this week. Curtis, we'll hand this over to you. We're checking out
Sure.
the luma.com
Okay.
supply chain social club landing page here. And
Yeah.
we've got Transportation After
Transportation
Dark
after
on
dark.
Wednesday.
Yeah, with yours truly as the main host, and then we have rotating co-hosts. So right, we had Tim Dooner come on and talked about right things that are going on in his life, and then we also talked about risk. We had Danielle Spinelli come on, and so this week we're supposed to have Trey Griggs with Manifold, but then he had some personal conflicts, and so we're doing a pivot. So show up because you don't know who might be co-hosting.
Well, I don't know.
It
It could
could
be
be
you. There are
it could be
people
just
possibly
me,
watching this thing.
possible.
We're looking for a co host. So
Yeah.
um, hit one of us up with a DM or something if you're interested.
But not
Um,
just anybody, right? Like, I mean, the space is intentional. It's transportation, but it's all facets of transportation, right? So we're talking
yeah,
about anything from intermodal, right, to freight brokerage, to air freight, to what did you say the other day?
pipeline.
Pipeline management.
Don't
Yeah,
forget
I
about
mean,
pipeline. It's a mode of
technically,
transport.
it's a mode of transport.
Yeah. Shout out to Dr. Poland back at
Yeah.
UNT.
What were those?
Um,
What are they called? When they pigs? They shoot pigs
oh, the
down. Are you
pig.
familiar
Yeah.
with that? Yeah.
To clean, or to like say when one line of stuff is ending and another
Yeah, yeah,
line is
yeah. I think there's
beginning.
a lot of reasons they use those, but anyway. So there's
Yeah.
your logistics terminology of the day, right?
Okay. All right. So that is this Wednesday at 7
It
p.m.
is
virtually.
7 p.m.
So
Central Time. Yep.
show up with your drinks and your house shoes and all that sort of stuff and get ready to network with folks. Um, so if we scroll a little bit further, I just want to make a quick point that we've got a
Mhm.
really cool event coming up in about a month from now. This is going to be Warehousing After Dark live here in my own backyard here in Dallas at the top of Reunion Tower. And this is going to be an elevated, get that, Warehousing After Dark at the Reunion Tower, taking place during Intralogistics. We are doing that in partnership with EPG and looking forward to hosting folks there. Um, Curtis, what's coming up on your calendar of events? Any events you're going to go find yourself
Yeah,
at?
I'd say the next biggest one for me is I'm sitting on a panel of judges for the IANA Expo. So that's happening in Long Beach in September 14th to the 16th.
Okay.
Um, so for me, that's the next one that I'm going to be on, which is, I know we're still a little bit out from that, but you asked, I tell.
I'm
Um, yeah,
do
and
the
for
thing.
me, like I think everybody should be at this, right? Like, I mean, I've been in transportation for decades, and and one of the things that I personally believe that there's such a disconnect from um, the question of like how do I move freight by intermodal, and like this is where you start, right? You show up at Expo and you make those connections because like the page that you were just on, right? I mean, you've got two Class One railroad CEOs in the room, and they make themselves accessible. But not only that, it's really about just all of the other vendors, exhibitors that are
Wow, this is
involved.
an extensive list.
It,
Wow.
it
Yeah.
is. I think I think IANA Expo has flown under the radar for a lot of people for far too long, and so yeah, I think that we should do everything we can to try and give them exposure, to try and help drive eyeballs and attendance. Just because
Just
I
because.
think it's it's undervalued in the convention space for sure.
Yeah. Well, if we take a look at where I'm headed, I don't have anywhere international to go
I mean,
in the
you've
near
done
future.
a lot of international recently, though.
Yeah, but so just keeping close to home. The next things are Clio Connect in Chicago, Intralogistics, as mentioned here in Dallas. I'm heading out to Ontario, California, the Inland Empire, to MC the Distribution Management Association of SoCal's annual summit, ASCM, and then back to the TPM of the East Coast, they call it, the VMA Trade Symposium. You'll notice IANA is not there for me because I think I've got a conflict. Intralogistics is happening at the exact
Yeah,
same
in
time. So
Dallas.
I'll be
Right.
here in Dallas doing that thing, and you'll be out at IANA.
Yep.
Um, just a quick note, we had a really cool event last week, the Warehousing After Dark event in Schaumburg, Illinois, outside of Chicago. We got together at the Weber Grill, which literally they grill your food on big old
Yeah.
Weber grills in the
I
kitchen.
mean,
See that?
kinda, right?
Kind of. I
Like,
mean, they're like
kinda.
industrial sized
Yeah. Yeah.
Weber
I
grills
think,
there.
yeah,
Um,
short of just the shape.
yes, they're in the shape of the grill. Okay, all
Sure.
right. That very
In
valid.
spirit, right?
That's the spirit. Um, okay, but anyway, so things are going really, really good with the Supply Chain Social Club. Actually, I wanted to also mention that on this Wednesday as well, at this about this hour, 10 a.m., we're going to have the content creators sort of meet up. Every month we get together for all the other podcasters and bloggers and influential voices in the industry. And so we'll be doing that on Wednesday. It's a bit of an invite only just for the content creators of the world. So if you're one of those and you're not already one of the 45 people part of that group, hit me up and we'll get you in. We're going to have an actual like kind of lifelong journalist and field reporter come in and talk about what it's like to do real journalism for video coverage that, you know, goes on the news kind of stuff. So we want to learn a little bit how that world works.
Not this silly fake stuff we're doing, right?
Not this LinkedIn, you know, selfies and stuff. The real news. So, all right, let's get to the point where we go ask our respective AI bots for what events are going on this week. Let's just see. I thought this would be fun. I'll share mine and the results, and then we'll see. You know, this is the prompt I've put in.
Sure.
I've made a Supply Chaney Chief Marketing Officer GPT within my Chat GPT, and so I've prompted it. Let's see what it gives us. Do 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 do. And then you can go and bet you see how your Claude see what we
Yeah,
have.
and I could share my screen and get my prompt and then get it working in the back. Oh no, you're good. Look at that.
Yeah,
Less
here we go.
than 5 seconds.
So let's see.
Never heard of that one. Never heard of
Haven't
that
heard
one.
of
Haven't heard
Masco
of this one.
Etel. Yeah. What? There's one going on in Honolulu for military
Yeah, you know what?
logistics.
That one, yeah, we should go to that. Man.
It starts today. Hey, I think we can make it. Um, then there's Argentina. That's cool.
The big one? No, Expo Logistics.
Uh huh.
Logistique.
Logistique. That one's a different one. So I told it to give me a link to the event
Oh,
in it,
very nice.
so we
Yeah.
can just hop
Yeah,
out to
I
it.
like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I guess that is Logistique.
Okay.
Okay.
Logistique.
All right, back to over here. So I guess this works pretty well. Like if you don't want to go visit the Supply Chain website or ours is down, you can give your ChatGPT a try. But let's give yours a try, Chris. Let's see
Sure,
what
yeah.
your results
So
look like.
let's see. Let's share my screen. So unlike I got to tell you, like I like the way that you've got your prompted out, like the supply chain chief marketing officer, because that's not how mine is framed. Mine
Okay.
is just starts out right there. Hey there, car
Cook
dog.
dog. So
um,
formal.
So formal. All right. So I'll pull the lever, right? Like,
Hmm.
I mean, for mine, it's just what are the events that are happening with at least 200 people relevant to the industry in regards to networking and connecting. Um, so if we pull the lever on that, let's see what happens. Let's see if we get the same ones and or something different. Uh, Working on it. Oh, see, it's taking longer. So I don't
So,
know if
but
that's good or bad.
because you used Opus 4 point, like I don't know these, like how you pick all these
Oh,
different
sure, that's my default
levels.
is Opus 4A, but I could have gone
So
with
does one go
something
faster than
different.
the other, and one
But
costs more coins than the
yeah,
other
they
and
had
stuff?
different. Yeah, they.
Because I'm
So
not
over on the
one.
right hand side, you can see kind of progress, outputs, content, or context. They all like. Do you want a fast answer or do you want a more precise
A
answer? Right.
good
At the
answer,
end of the
yeah.
day, I think that becomes the differentiating
It's
factor.
like
And
cost,
it.
quality, or what
Yes.
service. You pick
Yeah.
two:
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah.
speed,
Well,
cost,
so
quality.
speed is clearly not the option
Hmm.
I chose here.
Yeah, it's all
So
good.
we'll
We'll come
see
back
what
to that.
happens. We can
All
come
right.
back to it. You want me to not share? Let's see. I'll turn this
No, we're
off.
good. Are we slowing down the bandwidth here?
No,
Because
I don't think
that.
so. No. I think I'm
Um,
1,000 download, so no issues there. But
all right.
but
Um,
yeah, I guess then what would be the next thing we were going to talk about while this is trying to.
oh, I was gonna ask, is there anything like that you've been working on a lot recently that you know, like these sort of kinds of things?
Well, it's so
Anything you've been
funny.
working on
That's a
lately?
nice tee
Yeah.
up because I had no idea what you were referencing. I'm like, oh dear God, what's he
Mm-hmm.
talking about? But you
Mm-hmm.
lifted up the book, so that's a perfect segue into we're making a book. For those who don't know, and
Yeah.
as much as I wanted to put Nathan's face on the front cover, we've got a real nice cover of all the podcast guests that have been on the Supply Chaney podcast. We've gone through, we've developed, little profiles effectively. Like think of it like a field manual. You can look at the first 100 guests. You can see what their podcast conversation with Nathan was about. There's some key highlights, or what we thought was some significant quotes or nuggets of wisdom that each guest has contributed, and we highlight that. So yeah, that's happening. I mean, fingers crossed, we should get published here pretty soon, and we'll have an actual release date, and we'll start talking about it a whole lot more. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's is that what you were talking about?
That's what I was
Was
talking
that the
about. Yeah,
softball?
yeah. We're just trying to do like a little bit of a tee up here. We
Yeah,
haven't really
yeah.
turned on the promo engine at all. So this is like the first like half turn of the key.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Yeah,
it's kind of one of the first mentions of it, really. I mean, we've put little sprinkles here and there, um, but it's about to happen.
all right. How's the progress on your
I this is way too in depth, I think. Um,
10
uh,
times?
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it is definitely like I might be
So,
able to do like a redirect
oh,
here.
searching it's saying you've got for 3 minutes it's been working, but it doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily be like, here's how long until I get you an answer.
yeah. I
Oh,
mean, and it's still going to verify dates, locations, attendance figures, and then it's going to
yeah.
compile a final list.
So maybe
So
what we can
I
do
think
is
what are we learning here?
um, the chat GPT is better
Or
for
faster.
some
Yeah,
tasks,
I think
for
faster is the
some
word
things.
you're looking for.
Faster. Yeah, yeah. So better,
Because
faster,
who
cheaper.
knows what
Yeah.
this list is going to look like? I've never done this before.
Yeah.
Um, but if it's taking this long, we're about to get something interesting,
Yeah.
I'm sure. So
Well, maybe what we can do, because we are way over time on this thing, is you can just
edit
grab a
it.
screenshot of that bad
Yeah,
boy and drop it in on the thing
yeah.
here.
So here's our list. It finally worked. We can also edit the video as well, right? Um,
Yes. But we are live right now
but
too.
we are live, so we have that part. But I mean, it's spitting it out now. I think it heard, and
For this
so
time. So I specifically
yeah. I
told mine to
mean,
put it in a bullet pointed list. So where's your, like we're reading a bit of a story here.
reading a bit of a
Um,
story. Yeah, like give me a bullet point list, right? Give me a bullet point list. And let's see. Hopefully it doesn't take too long because it looks like it's like pushing out into definitely like
oh,
later
there we go.
dates,
Bullets are so
right?
nice. And it pulled up
Yeah,
5-ish.
yeah. So, yeah, I mean September cold chain was held in. So I mean, why would it not give me this week, right? Because that
Yeah.
was
You
last
said this
week.
week? Yeah.
I did. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely said this week.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It did pull up a Swedish one. So I don't know.
It got break bulk.
It
Yeah,
did
which is definitely,
break
I mean,
bowl, but that's
literally
September.
is one of these this week. I guess one is actually this week. um, Other ones are in either already happened or in next
Yeah.
month.
Yeah. So
So
that was, and let me look at I mean, I said
this
this week.
week. Yeah.
I totally said this week. So here, sometimes, we just have to give it a little bit of our emotions. Like, you are stupid. I said, I said this week.
All right.
Um,
Well, let's
so
continue
anyway,
that.
yeah. So let me
Yeah, yeah.
slap it on the hand, and uh, it'd be
Yeah.
interesting to see what the response is. But I'll go ahead and
We'll see
shut
what the
this off.
response is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That is, I think we've covered everything we could in the world of events. Sorry that the events calendar is down at the moment. We're working to get that back up. Our technical team is on it.
Yeah, I think I mean, hopefully you hear it pretty soon, right? I mean, we had
Yeah.
to switch as of last week, right? We switched hosting, and I think that's created a little bit of some
Yeah.
issues. So,
All right. And oh, by the way, we made Supply Chain Social Club wristbands for last week's event.
yeah, it
So
was super cool.
all of our events will have them now. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. We are at the 20-minute mark. We're going to sign
Oh
off.
man,
We have been
felt like
chatting
three
it up.
minutes.
So until next time, I'm Nathan. And I'm Curtis.
Oh, I am Curtis.
Yeah. All right. We're out.
Bye.